Говорит Москва.
Hey guys, welcome back. I'm WolfyNotCool, and today we'll be back in more DR survival. Now, I know you guys have been asking where has Wolfie gone. I was just away from my PC and I wasn't able to record any videos, so we're back now. Looks like winter is at full blast. It's a snowstorm and it's gonna be here for quite some time. We need to go back to the crater, and that is our goal right now. I believe the crater is 153 kilometers away. We got 42 fuel left. I think we should be fine. I'm gonna try to avoid using or passing through any cities, as you all know that the rads in these cities are crazy. They're crazy. In terms of food, water, we're okay. I think we're good in supplies. What I'm not so happy with is our fuel amount. We're carrying a lot. That can come into play later on. There is a trading area here that we can check out, and I've been advised to make myself a bicycle with a car, just to be able to travel around in that region. Now, maybe I'm supposed to be making a couple of them, but I'm pretty sure I can't be carrying both. So we'll see what we got. In terms of money, we're good. We're not rich, but we got enough. A lot of tools that I gotta get rid of. I like the Mauser though. That looks pretty. Quite high damage. Range is 3, which is better than the Makarov that we've been using. So that's something that we're going to be looking forward to with these battles. We're passing by Sepukov, Terusa, Alexin, and Stupinos down southeast of our position right now. The main goal is to get towards the crater and to see what the progression of the story is. As you guys know, this playthrough is a single player playthrough, and I just want everyone to enjoy the story as it unfolds. I'll try to do as much of the voices for each character as I can, although the female voices I'm just going to leave in my default voice. The next thing I want to talk about is the promo codes. We have run out of promo codes as of now, but if the developers ever give me more, I'll be sneaking them into each video. So stay tuned and make sure to watch the whole thing. You never know. A promo code might just pop up on the screen. Now we're heading into Tula now, and it seems like the rads in this city is insane. Where is my gas mask? Okay, we gotta do this quick. Can we get through the gastronome just to see what's in here? I'm not gonna waste my energy trying to break into anything right now. So let's just check out this area here for the gas. Alright, that's a good amount. I'm gonna drain a little bit more, like so, and we're gonna move on towards the crater. I was just checking to see if we passed through that car. At the crater, we don't find anything, but we did get a new level, so let's check out what perks we got this time. Raging Alcoholic. Alcohol does not have any negative effects, but you are addicted to it forever. This is a perk I do not want. Now, Sharp Eye is fun. I might actually take it, or go for armor durability. It's 20%. But I feel like Sharp Eye is the way to go. I'm gonna take that. 10% increase is a lot, in my opinion. Now, at the crater, we found another note that says number 28 on Krasnoarmeyski Prospect no longer exists. It and all the other within half a kilometer are gone. I found myself in the very center of a giant waste ground, littered with chunks of brick, concrete, and charred trash. Here and there, pathetic remains or remnants of brick walls and concrete slabs rose up out of the ground. I suppose a nuclear bomb went off here in 1984. right where I'm standing. No one here could have survived it, but maybe no-WiFi had fled the city before the bomb. Okay, let's go to the trading outposts, but before that, I see there is a military outpost, and we got a memory. A sharp, unpleasant noise came from somewhere above our heads. I looked up and saw a bent tin strip sticking out under the roof edge. The gust of wind had bent it, but it straightened out and began to rattle shrilly. The sound reminded me of something. Flashback time. It is dark beyond the window, and the snow is howling past, but there's one other sound, a sharp screeching noise that feels like it's piercing my skull. One of the neighbors is blaring out some kind of metal garbage. Galia comes slowly into the kitchen. She looks much older than in my last memory. She looks like she's been crying. She stands and stares at me in silence. I turn away and fish out another cigarette. "What do you want?" I ask her quietly. Shasha is sleeping in the next room. "I want to talk," Galia replies, just as quietly. "You've already said everything there is to say. You were very eloquent. What else is there to add?" Galia rushes to the table and takes my hand between her palms. "Darling, forgive me. Forgive me for all the horrible things I said. I was wrong. I'm no good, but I promise I won't be like this anymore. When you didn't come home again last night, I just went crazy. I know how hard things are for you, how hard you have to work. I know you're unhappy. You wanted other things. Tell me what to do, how to help you. I love you. I'll do anything for you. Just tell me what you need." I look into her eyes. I see the pain and compassion there. But what does she see in mine? Fear and despair? I'm going to look for them, Galia and Sasha, and if they're all, I'll find them. I need to remember something else, even just the name of a town. That was an interesting flashback. But back at the military base, all these books, they come in handy. Over time, they do add up, so let's just pick everything up. And we'll check everything out. The headquarters. Should I use the hacksaw? I think I'm gonna risk it for the hacksaw. We didn't get much, but there was a body there that we can search. Also a book. More assault rifles. I'm gonna disassemble this one and pick everything up. No, we can't bother with searching for everything right now. I want to search what the warehouse has to offer, so I'm going to shovel through. It has a cart, which does come in very handy for our purpose right now, although I do not know if we can carry it, because it's pretty heavy. It's actually pretty heavy. Let's open the nail box first to see what we got. Got some saltpeter. I believe it's salt or saltpeter. That's saltpeter. Good. We don't want that. We definitely can't carry the cart, but I'm going to try anyways. Let's see. Okay, we drop. You know what, for the sake of just leaving the cart here, because it's next to the traders anyway, so we're just gonna drop it here. I could use this. What? 30 kilograms of carry weight compared to the 120 of that. So I'm just gonna drop it for now. We'll leave it here and get ourselves out of the city that's full of radiation. We got attacked by looters this time, so we're gonna go deal with them. Let's try out the Mauser real quick to see how it goes. So I'm just gonna go up close and personal to him, and you know what? I'm gonna shoot him once with that. And I'm just gonna use my crossbow. If we take damage, we take damage. It's not a big deal. We'll move this puppy up here. We'll scratch him a few times. Twice to be very exact. Oh, but well, he can't attack twice. He can move twice. That was perfect. He died of the poison. Don't know why he was trying to ambush us, but another crime was committed. Therefore, I have punished him. Going back to Tula. Alright. We're at the free city of Tula. Now, there are quests that I can go for, but we're gonna follow the main quest line, and Nadezhda has something for us to figure out. It was cold and dark in the tiny house. On an old mattress, leaning against the wall, sat a small, gray-haired woman. She must be Nadezhda Kulik. Another mattress lay against the opposite wall, but there was no one else there. I approached Nadezhda. Nadezhda, don't be afraid, I'm not going to hurt you. The old, prematurely aged, to be precise, woman didn't startle. She looked at me distrustfully with her tired gray eyes and doesn't speak. Sorry for the intrusion. I really need your help. Can you spare me a couple of minutes? Then I'll leave and not bother you again. Who are you? What do you want from me? She says. I wanted to ask you something about your husband. Nadezhda twitched at the mention of her husband. Then she frowned and turned away from me. Leave, please, she says. Nadezhda, hear me out. It's important. The woman's lip quivered. She looked at me in fury. Important? Couldn't you pick a better time? Get out. Nadezhda sat completely still for several minutes. Then she stood with difficulty and poured herself some water from a jug. That's when I noticed that there was 2 mugs on the table. The second mug had a picture of a cartoon lion cub on it. A youth magazine peeked out from underneath the pillow on the second mattress. I recall the hostile looks of the camp residents. Could they be involved with Nadezhda's missing roommate? After drinking some water and calming down slightly, Nadezhda turned to me. You haven't left yet. What are you looking at me for? Leave me alone. I just want to help you. If you want to help me, then leave now. Someone close to you is missing. Who? This woman's husband, with the only thread that could lead me to the truth about events long ago. I have to convince her to talk. Jenna, son. Nadezhda let out a sob and brought a handkerchief to her nose. Tense silence fell once more. Finally, Nadezhda looked at me again. He went with one of his friends, Vanya, to Novomoskvosk 2 days ago to get food. But Vanya came back alone. He said the building collapsed, that Jenna died. I didn't ask for much. I just wanted to bury my son, to look at his face one last time, you know? I asked for people to transport his body back, but they refused. Why risk lives over one dead body? It wasn't worth it, they said. I went and asked, but there was no hope. I could find your son's body and bring it to you. Nadezhda looks at me skeptically. You really do it? Take me to Jenna? Yes, I say. Nadezhda was probably struggling to believe that a stranger was willing to help her when the other camp dwellers had refused all aid. But she got a grip on herself and then spoke in a whisper. Well then, come back as soon as you can and be careful. There's Vanya that we got to speak to as well. Vanya was sitting on the porch and smoking. Within his first few words, I realized that he was slightly drunk. Hey, we haven't had anybody new around here in a long time. Where'd you come from? What hole did you crawl out of? I'm a drifter. Vanya even whistled. A drifter? I didn't think there were any idiots left who would walk around the wasteland alone. Well, there are, and I want to ask you something. About Jenna, right? I saw you visit his mom, but I'm not telling you anything. I've had to tell the story to everyone at least 3 times. I'm sick of it. Well, you'll have to do it one more time. Vanya laughed and tossed the cigarette into the bushes. Then he gave me a mocking look, the nasty kind. What do you wish to know, my lord? Just tell me what building you left him in. A 5-story apartment building next to some garages, and an apartment on the 3rd floor. What's it to you? I want to bring Jenna's body back, to give him a decent burial. Vanya chuckled again. So what? You're seriously going to go all the way to Novomosk for a corpse? The young man went quiet and then gave me an intriguing look. Listen, Drifter, I've got an idea. It's go to my place. I've brought some liquor back from Novomosmorsk, and the label says Bryanskaya. Have you heard of that brand? Only trouble is I've got nobody to drink it with, so there are only women here. You know, I don't really feel like drinking with you. Maybe I'm just gonna say thanks some other time. And you call yourself a Russian? Yanya Ruski. Okay, now I know where to look for Jenna's body. I better hurry before the rats or the scavengers get to it. And the idea of showing a mother her son's mutilated corpse? Nah, I'll pass on that particular pleasure. When I get there, I'll have to dig the body out of the rubble, so I should bring a crowbar and a shovel. I do have both these items with me, but before we do travel, I think this is the perfect time for me to end this episode. I do appreciate it. And again, guys, these episodes will come out probably 3 episodes a week or so, but I'll try to make it as many as I can. And see you guys next time.